because there's sage grouse, there's elk, there's antelope, there's all kinds of game birds. I've hunted birds out there. I've hunted rabbits out there, cottontails, all the way down. What's this stuff going to do? It's going to destroy everything we have. This is public land. If you want to put it on private land, go for it. It's not my land to say what you can and can't do with it. But our public land is the only thing we got. And there's 11 projects that they're wanting to put on these suckers. And we're talking all over.
The cultural issues, there's been people living out on that desert, the Shoshone Indians, for at least 15,000 years. And they say they found 150 sites out there. There's thousands of cultural sites out in that desert. We're never going to find them if these windmills go in. They're not going to report, oh, I saw a grave over here when we were blasting that hole for the tower.
Including concerns regarding cultural and historic resources, wildlife and endangered species, livestock grazing, visual impacts, socioeconomic factors, transportation, recreation, wildlife management, soil and vegetation reclamation, and dust and air quality concerns. They also developed this document by coordinating with federal, state, and local agencies and Native American tribes. This input helped BLM identify what to analyze and possible alternatives to the proposed project or proposed action. BLM's final decision described the alternatives that they considered and discussed their plans for mitigation and monitoring if necessary. So let's discuss why this document was written in the first place. NEPA. As stated before, EIS is a document required in the NEPA process. NEPA stands for the National Environmental Policy Act, which was signed into law in 1970. NEPA was the first major environmental law in the United States, and it's often called the Magna Carta of environmental laws. The most effective comment provides useful information to BLM. So the draft EIS comments are not counted as votes. They are used to improve the document and analysis to make sure that the impacts are adequately determined before BLM makes a final decision on the project. When BLM receives your comments, they will read through all of them, but they will only take note of the ones that they consider substantive. So each substantive comment will get a code, which will then relate to the response provided by BLM. You will not be able to read those comments until the final EIS is published.
We'd probably get another application there to replace it until there's no capacity on these new energy lines. So, addressing what's available in the Twin Falls district. We're roughly a 3.9 million acre BLM district, and roughly 30% of our district is available to renewable energy development. Even though our land use plans are old, they're maintained regularly, and land use plan amendments have removed a significant part of the area of Twin Falls district from renewable energy development. And the other thing that I think is confusing to people, I've had on multiple occasions now, someone come to me and say, Mike, are you going to Portland and Seattle to get support for the Lava Ridge Wind Project because you can't get it here, so you got public meetings out of state? Yeah, the answer is no, that's not the reason we're going there. We recognize that there was a large part of the Japanese American population that was incarcerated at Minidoka. A lot of those people are elderly, they live on the West Coast, and we want to make sure we hear from them while we can. And that's the reason we're going, and I don't think we're going to hear we support this project.